right, here we are, another edition of Live Out Loud podcast. I'm Scott.
Our home edition. I'm Gary.
The home edition. That's right. That's right. You could buy this and play this at home, folks. Yes, our home edition of Live Out Loud podcast. Gary and I both are extremely busy today, and getting to the studio was just not going to work. Gary's playing 2 gigs today, and I'm getting ready for a trip to New Mexico. So,
You're extremely busy today?
I'm doing a gig in New Mexico. But mine doesn't involve music or singing or entertainment. Mine's just teaching. So it's not quite the same.
Teaching is a wonderful thing.
It is a wonderful thing. I just wish I could sing and dance while I did it. But I'd have to learn how to sing or dance first.
Well, you can sing and dance and listen to it.
There we go.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what we're doing today, and kind of anybody who caught our little ad out there. I put a little marker in there that we all go a little mad sometimes. That's right. We're celebrating Halloween. Now, Gary, here's something for you. You saw that. It says we all go a little mad sometimes.
I see that. I also see Eric Boswell, who's my one of my singing mentors.
Eric Boswell, yes. And, of course, Janet's out there. Hello, Janet. And David. David's with us. So, but we all go a little mad sometimes. That is a very famous line from 2 Halloween horror movies. Or just horror movies, not Halloween, but all horror movies are Halloween. Anyway, can you name either one of those 2 movies or any of them? You're not a big horror movie fan, right?
No, I don't watch horror movies very much. The only thing I can think of is nothing.
You got nothing.
I got nothing.
Maybe somebody out there, Sandy, my mom is out watching. Hi, Mom. You got nothing, really.
I got nothing. I can't think of anything.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave that out there for just a little while, and I'll share with everybody a little later, unless somebody can tell me the 2 movies that the line "we all go a little mad sometimes" very prominent. Eric got the first one, Psycho. He's absolutely right. Eric, absolutely right. It was Psycho. Okay. It was Psycho with Anthony Perkins.
Well, Eric's a little psycho anyway.
You may know Psycho or you may know Anthony Perkins from his role in the movie Psycho. You may also know him from his role in the movie Psycho 2. And if you didn't catch those, you may have seen him. Can you figure out where I'm going with this? In Psycho 3. I think he made all 3 Psycho films and then ended up on The Love Boat because his career was nothing after that. He ended up playing opposite Sonny Bono on The Love Boat somewhere.
Let me tell you something. Anthony Perkins did a movie called Folks. It's Folks. And I can't find it anywhere. It's with Roger Moore. Great movie. And Anthony Perkins was awesome in it. He played the bad guy. Yeah, he played the bad guy. Folks. Check it out if you can.
Folks. Bruce Hurd is with us. Says hi, Gary.
Hello, Bruce. Tonight.
But Psycho is the one movie. The first one, we all go a little mad sometimes, was a famous line from Psycho. But what was the other movie? And it's a newer movie.
Halloween Revised.
I mean, I can't tell you how many Halloween movies there are, but after one, they made too many. Oh, by the way, Anthony Perkins, Karen's sharing this with us, Gary. Anthony Perkins, sober 45 years. There's this whole story. Wow. This whole story's on YouTube if you want to learn about him. And of course, Janet Leigh was killed in the shower in Psycho. That was a great scene right there. But anyway, and Gene has to yell out, "Hi, Tammy." Is Tammy with us yet?
Tammy is out eating breakfast with her dad.
Oh, how's he feeling? How's he feeling? I know her dad fell a little ill for a little bit. He's doing well.
He's feeling much better. I wish her mom it hurt her tailbone, so I hope she's feeling better.
That's a pain in the ass, isn't it? Oh, what was that too? Was that too easy? Was that was beneath? I'm sorry, that one was beneath me.
I was so
I don't want to make her mom the butt of my jokes, but
Oh man!
all right, let's just put all this behind us and keep moving forward. All right.
What an ass!
You just went straight for the insult. You just went straight for the insult. Yeah. I wonder what chairs think about all day. Oh, here comes another asshole. All right. Let's see. David wants to know if that was scripted. What was scripted? I don't know.
Nothing on this show is scripted, David. You should know that.
No, the notes I have are just basic facts and figures that we have. But Gary and I wing it, and many times what we try to talk about on the show, we never get to.
What were we talking about?
We're like the ADD poster children here, Gary and I. Not enough Ritalin on the planet to slow us down.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Okay. Gloria's with us. The Halloween movie and The Shining.
Girl.
What is she saying? The Halloween movie and The Shining.
The Shining. Was that the other one?
No. We all go a little mad sometimes. It was in Psycho, and it was in another very, very successful horror franchise, but it was highlighted in the first film of the horror franchise. So, anyways, one of my favorites. It's as much fun to watch as it is scary. But that's what's fun about Halloween. Gary, we're coming up on Halloween, and let's give some shout outs right now. First of all, let's give a shout out to our friend Karen over there at Crazy Bad Costumes, and Keith. And the two of them are working hard, and we've seen them on Facebook. They're getting people all dressed up for Halloween. It's never too late. The cool thing is if you don't get a costume, you can walk into their place. You could be anything from Scooby-Doo to Fu Manchu. It doesn't matter what it is. They've got everything. They got everything covered. What's that?
Scooby-Doo to Fu Manchu. I like that. Is Karen on right now?
I don't know if she's on yet or not.
Oh, okay.
I don't see where she's on yet, but give them a call. If you got last minute, you decide you want to go to a party, maybe you weren't going to go to, or you want to dress up, or you just want to have some fun for Halloween, take a shoot over there. Just over, it's on Federal Highway in Fort Lauderdale. It is Crazy Bad Costumes. Really easy to find. Go in there, tell Keith and Karen that you saw it on LOL, and they'll give you a discount.
I have to bring her on. Let me see if I have their number. Karen and Keith.
What are you doing? You gonna try to get him on the phone?
Yes.
Okay, we'll see if we can make that work.
Hi, you've reached Crazy About Costume, your year-long authentic costume rental store.
Huh?
We're probably with a customer and
They're
apologize.
probably with a customer. That's what they said.
Listen, it's a week before Halloween.
It's a week before Halloween. They're probably
Hi,
going nuts.
You've reached Crazy About Costume.
All right, we're not going to.
I tried them both. Tried both numbers I had. Can't get them. All right, let me tell you what she wanted to do. She texted me earlier this week, and she said, come in, and I'm going to dress you up like a character from Spamalot.
Oh, good Lord.
Just for you.
No.
Yeah.
No, for the love of Pete,
Yeah.
don't do that. There's just, we don't do that. That's just, I mean, listen, it's okay to secretly like some things, but there's a reason Tammy doesn't show up in public with you as much anymore. And it's because of this whole thing about Monty Python. That's why. I'm just telling you as a friend, because I love you. Give it up. It's bad for you. There's got to be a Monty Python rehab somewhere we can take you to where they're going to hit you in the face with spam until you can't take it anymore.
Tammy doesn't go out in public with me anymore?
No, she does, but she kind of keeps a few steps back because you walk that way.
The silly walkers.
Yes.
Society.
Yes. Anyway, no. I mean, she disagrees with me. It's crazy, but one day I'm going to promise you. One day I will sit and I will. I've almost made it through the life of Brian once, And that was because I was sleeping when it started, and I woke up halfway through and then turned it off. So I almost made it through it, but I didn't see any of it.
Tammy watched Life of Brian last week.
No way.
We thought she'd try.
She tried.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think she probably fell asleep the same time you did.
It's just not everybody's humor. I mean, it's fun. You know what? We need different things in this world. We need some people to laugh at funny stuff and some people to laugh at stuff that's not funny. And that's why we have you. Your people, the Monty Pythoners. Is that what you are? Or are you Monty Pythoners or Monty Pythites? Or is it Monty Pythonians? Monty Pythonians?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
That's who we are.
I like that.
Yeah,
well, I want to be a Pythonian.
The people that don't laugh at a lot of stuff are listening to you right now and laughing.
All right. Let's see. Jeannie was saying she went a little mad. Speaking of, we all go a little mad sometimes. Meeting Pat Benatar with Gary and Tammy.
That's right. Saturday. You could have done that too.
Eric,
nudge, say no more, say no more. See, Eric knows Monty Python. Yeah, you could have gone to see Pat Benatar too, but you were too busy. Gene tried to get a hold of you.
Unfortunately, no, and I understand. And then Tammy did get a hold of me because she caught me in between things, and I let her know. I was tied up until about 6 o'clock that night, so it just wouldn't have worked out for me to get there. But that's cool. It was a sound check. You got to watch a sound check with Pat Benatar and her husband Neil Giraldo.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Giraldo.
Is
Giraldi? I think it's Giraldi.
Giraldi. Okay.
Jeannie will tell you. She'll be on you.
It's like Chef Boyardee, right? Giraldi. Okay.
They were great. They were very nice. They were great.
How's her voice? I mean, be honest.
Great.
You know, I mean, she doesn't look the same as she did when she was young. Obviously, none of us do. Obviously, but some people have that. They can keep that voice, and there's certain people that age and their voice just stays young. Does she have one of those voices?
Yep, she sure does. And she also, she was saying how the only thing she does for her voice right now is make sure she gets sleep.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's why halfway through the concert, she takes a nap. When you go to see the older shows, this is what happens, people. I went to see Casey and the Sunshine Band. They rolled out the nap mats 3 times during the show. And then he had to stop and have some KFC. I mean, that's great because I've gone and seen like Cher and I've seen some other people, and it's like, I mean, there's a little change in the voice, but not much. I mean, it's just so cool when they can keep their voice, you know, their whole life.
Yeah.
How about you? I mean, has your voice changed a lot over the years?
Not a lot. I mean, it's gotten a little raspier.
Yeah. All right. So can you still hit notes you used to hit, or is it a little more difficult now?
I would say I'm like maybe half an octave lower, but I used to go really.
Oh, you used to be able to hit the real high ones, right?
Yeah. I mean, really, really high.
Well, you still nail everything you sing. So, I mean, it's great. And speaking of that, a little something I want to let everybody know. Yes. The Wolfpack is back, and they're back tonight at Galuppi's, or Galuppi's for those of you who know what it is. I don't know why I say Galuppi's. Galuppi's. Tonight, 7 to 11. I imagine there's a lot of tables that are reserved already, but you know what? Just show up. I mean, show up. You'll find a seat with somebody, and
there'll be tables. It's not like the long run really packs them in. I mean, there's parking up and down Federal Highway when the long run plays, but which they're still cooking. The long run is still cooking. I'm not with them, but they're still cooking.
Yeah.
Wolfpack, we'll bring them in, but it's just great. The pack is back, and we're doing some great stuff. We're doing right now. We're doing, of course, the Motown. We're doing Beatles. We're doing Steely Dan. We learned a couple of Elton John songs. We did some Fleetwood Mac, Aretha Franklin. gosh, we've got Chicago. We got a full horn section tonight.
Oh, really? Now, is that horn section a permanent part of the group, or is that like when Jody was with Sick Puppies and they just kind of join with people and do things like that? Jody Marlowe used to be with a group and they would show up and work with people, but they were almost like a separate band that would come in and join or something, right?
Yeah. It's the I forgot the name of them. It's the something horn section.
That's the horn section. I'm glad you got that part.
Yeah, I got the Howling Horns.
Howling Horns. Excellent.
The Howling Horns. It's 3 guys who are really good. They're great guys.
Well, I got to tell you, I think I've seen the Wolfpack, I think 3 or 4 times now. But there's, and I always love when you guys get together and do all this stuff. But when you guys do Saturday in the Park, for some reason, I could just have you guys play that for 3 hours straight and listen to it. I mean, it is just, especially when you have the horns and everybody's going at it. That is one of the best songs ever written, Saturday in the Park by Chicago. I just love that song. It's right up there with Hotel California. Yeah. I'm kidding.
Just hitting me with the Hotel California jokes again.
I'm kidding. Actually, we can't use those on you anymore because you're not part of Long Run anymore, so it doesn't work. You are now immune. You are now bulletproof from that song.
I don't have to sing it anymore.
No. But Saturday in the Park, that's a fun song to do, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it's all fun. And right now we're doing Elton John songs, and we've got Liz and Charlie, and I'm telling you. Eric was saying the Doobie Brothers are still alive and well. They're still rocking. And interesting enough, hey, Pete is on. Pete Moran is on. Yay, Pete.
Yeah.
I got a call. This is for Eric, so nobody else has to listen. But this is for Eric. I got a call from a band that is the Southside Brothers. They do a Doobie Brothers tribute, and they need me to fill in. So I'm going to be filling in with a Doobie Brothers tribute band.
So will you be kind of filling in that Mike McDonald kind of rasp? Because I think you've got that.
I'll be doing a couple of Mike McDonald songs and a couple of the other guys' songs, like China Grove and things like that. I don't sing all the songs, which is great, but yeah.
That'll be so much fun, man. That'll be so much fun. Is that going to be open? Is that open to the public, or is that like a private show somewhere?
I think it's open to the public. Yeah, it's at the casino.
When is that going to be?
I don't know the date yet.
Oh, okay. So it's probably not next week kind of thing.
It's either in November or December. I'll let everybody know.
You'll let us all know and put it out. Remember to put these things out on, and I'll remind Tammy, who's your business manager and time manager and life manager and pretty much your food manager and your everything else, which is good for you. It's good. But I'll remind her to post this stuff on Live Out Loud when you guys get new dates for any shows. And then, of course, we'll always bring them to you right here on our podcast, but put them on our Facebook page.
Diane came to see us last night. We played at a festival, and Diane is with us right now. Thank you, Diane. She'll also be there tonight.
She'll be there tonight.
Leo, who is a long run friend. I don't like to say fan. I like to say friends. Is on with us right now, and Eric, I will let you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we've got David, and of course, Edie will be there tonight as well. Probably a lot of people. I ran into our friend Judy Temple, Judy Sweeney, Sweeney, whatever. Whatever. I ran into her the other day, and I think she's going to be out there tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show. It's going to be a really good show. I mean, the horn section, Charlie's voice, Larry on keyboards, and Liz's great voice. I mean, I sing with 2 of my favorite singers.
Well, the funny thing is, you guys just you really. You have such a full sound when you got the 3 of you guys on vocals. It's so different. You can fill every gap because you are so unique in your voices. Charlie could probably cover just about any kind of soulful voice you can think of. I mean, just because he's got that deep richness in his voice, but he's also right.
Is too much.
It gives me goosebumps, and then, Liz, forget about it. I mean, she just knocks it out of the park. I could see her doing everything from Barbra Streisand to Heart. I can't imagine anything that would stop her. And of course, we've known you for all these years and all the things you do. So what a great team to be with. And how much fun must it be just being with those guys doing that stuff?
Yeah. And it's a great group of guys. And
now, are you going to have a sound check like Pat Benatar did before the show? So we can...
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
Do they give you those kind of things too?
We get a sound check, 6 o'clock.
6
o'clock.
The
happy hour guy stops playing.
Yeah, we have a 7.5 minute window to test our mics. That's our sound check.
Yeah, right. He takes a break, and then we wait for him to come back on. We're lucky if we can get a little bit in there.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, the Wolfpack back tonight at Galuppi's. They've got other dates coming. We'll let you know about all those things.
Next week,
but that's tonight.
Next week we're Wellington Amphitheater. You were there.
Is it just you? Is it just you guys?
Just Wolfpack at the Wellington Amphitheater.
What day? Saturday?
Thursday.
Oh, I don't get
Thursday night.
I'm flying back on Thursday. I won't be in town, but
what time do you land?
Midnight. Midnight. If you guys are still playing at midnight, I promise I will come up there. What?
That's not Thursday. That's Friday. If you land at midnight.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I missed the whole day. All right. So anyway, again, that is Wolfpack. They are coming to Galuppi's. I'm still putting the question out there. We all go a little mad sometimes was a famous quote from 2 horror movies. Both of them very big. The first one was guessed by Eric, I believe it was, who guessed it was Psycho, and he's correct. Anthony Perkins said it in Psycho, but it was also said in another horror movie. If anybody could tell me which movie that was, that's kind of our little Halloween trivia going on. I also have other things about Halloween that we could talk about there, Gary.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
What do you suppose?
Candy.
Excuse me, what?
Like candy.
Candy. Exactly. How do you know I was going to talk about candy?
Because
I want candy.
Okay. Enough. What would you say?
What is the number one? Now, this would be from, the past year of Halloween candy buying. So last season and going into this season, what is the number one Halloween candy being purchased?
M&M's.
M&M's, you are close. It's number 6. Number 6.
Wow. Kit Kat.
Kit Kat is number 2. Now, there's also a trade. They've been able to put together a trade ranking, a trade value. Because when you get candy and you sit with your friends and you try to trade them back and forth, they rank what they're worth. Now, an M&M has a trade value of 4, so that's pretty good. 4 is pretty high on the scale.
So if you have M&Ms, you can trade those for 4 candies that are above 10.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
And as far as Kit Kats, they have their rankings a little lower. It's only 12. Because people don't really trade for the Kit Kats that much. They're a little too. But anyway, who do we got here? Oh, we got Reese's peanut butter cups. Peter Moran says Reese's. He's absolutely right. Reese's peanut butter cups, number 1. A trade ranking of number 2. They got a trade value of 2, but they are the number 1 seller. The only reason they're not a trade value of 1 is because they melt too fast.
Wow.
They get smushed and smushy and yucky.
Tammy said sweetheart, but I think she means sweet tart.
No, she was talking to you. She called you sweetheart. Be nice. Sweet tarts, number 13.
I don't think Tammy has ever called me sweetheart.
Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. What? No?
She calls me Gary Gar or Smoochy Cheeks, but never sweet.
Whoa. I'll let the Gare go because, okay, it's kind of cute. But
That's not true.
what was the other one? Smoochy cheeks. Are you really sorry you said that out loud, aren't you? Everybody, come out to Galuppi's tonight and see Wolfpack with the lead singer, Smoochy Cheeks.
I knew I was telling this to the wrong person. Okay.
Now you're going to have to dance forward and backwards so we can figure out which cheeks she's talking about. All right, just to see.
I'll tell you right now.
Okay, so you're pointing to your face, so it can still be your ass. All right. Okay, let's see what else.
I just did. I said she never calls me sweetheart. She wrote, "I just did."
Okay. Now we've got people shouting out there saying Skittles. Skittles is on the list.
What's
Skittles
that?
Skittles is number 10 on the list for the pop.
That was your mom. That was your mom. So your mom would give out sorry ass candy.
Skittles are good.
Number 10, buddy.
Skittles have an 11 trade value. That's pretty good still. I mean, it's not great, but it's still good. Snickers. Somebody was asking for Snickers. And I do not see. Let me see. Snickers got to be on the list somewhere. Snickers are
list.
Snickers are, yes, they're number 8. I apologize. They're number 8 with a trade value of 8. So if you get Snickers, you can trade those pretty easily. Something that doesn't have trade value, popcorn balls. Popcorn balls. Something that doesn't have trade value on Halloween, pencils. Stop giving kids pencils. They don't go trick-or-treating door to door and get dressed up to get a damn pencil. Or still got people giving pencils away.
Or pennies.
Oh, this will be good because they can use these for school. And usually they're Halloween decorations. They're not even number 2s. Well, we treat them like number 2, but they're not number 2s.
Hey, listen, I gotta change the subject just for a second. I gotta tell you that when we went to see Pat Benatar, I gotta go back to that for a second. Jeannie had these wonderful diamond paintings that she made. They're not paintings; they're little art and craft things. And she did a picture of Pat Benatar and her husband when they got married, and a picture of them like 20 years later.
Right.
Which they just loved. And that's why they invited her to come to the show.
Oh, no kidding.
She did a great job. And it was really great to see how filled with joy she was to be able to give these to Pat Benatar. Pat Benatar and her husband are very, very nice to do that for her.
Did you get a picture with them too?
I think Tammy got a picture. I think it's on Facebook.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was really nice to watch.
There was a great picture with Jeannie in them. That was really great.
It was just great to see the joy that she had, because she also made one of those for me of Abbey Road because of how I proposed to Tammy.
Oh,
but I just wanted to mention that. Back to the candy.
All right, so we got a lot of people guessing. I'm just going to give you the top. What do you want at the top 15? Why don't we do the top 15? Top 15 candies, and then we'll see if we agree with these rankings. Coming in at number 15, if I could separate the papers here.
Oh, Jeannie said fruit. Fruit is probably not on there. People give? Remember the famous thing about apples and razor blades, right?
Yeah, you know what? That's an urban myth. That never happened. It never happened. There is no proof or evidence that it ever happened anywhere. It was something that was just an urban myth.
People are sick, man. They got crazy. Even thinking that or setting that rumor at, that's crazy.
Well, geez, with the price of razors these days, I'll go out trick-or-treating just so I can get enough so I can shave for the next month. Okay.
I noticed how much you shave.
Diane's saying Twizzlers. Okay. Okay, here we go.
All right, here we go.
Number 15, Baby Ruth bars.
Good.
Do we agree with that? We good with Baby Ruth? Okay. Number 15, Baby Ruth. Number 14, Laffy Taffy and Airheads are grouped together. A lot of people do get those Airheads because they can buy them and they,
the little size.
Yeah, I hate Airheads. I hate Laffy Taffy. It's too. It's like your face your face stucks together or sticks together.
Stuck together.
It stucks together.
You just ate one, right?
Okay, number 13, as we said, was Sweet Tarts, Smarties, and bottle caps all put together. Sweet Tarts, Smarties, and bottle caps.
A lot of sweet tarts, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Number 12, the Crunch Bar, Nestle Crunch Bar. I believe somebody brought up Nestle Crunch.
Somebody brought Nestle's Crunch. I think it was.
It was Terry. Terry brought up Nestle's Crunch. All right. Good.
Okay.
Okay. So that was number 12. Number 11, Crackle, Hershey's, and Mr. Goodbar all grouped together at number.
Okay.
Okay. That's just chocolate. Just plain chocolate is not a good thing.
Hershey's chocolate minis, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not into like chocolate. If I like chocolate to enhance a better flavor than chocolate.
Okay.
I'm not a chocolate guy. It's just me. Skittles is number 10. We talked about that. Number 9, Tootsie Pops. Tootsie Pops.
1, 2, 3.
How many dicks does it take? Okay, all right.
That's the
Snickers. Snickers is number 8. Number 7, one of my favorites, Whoppers.
Whoppers are great.
The only problem is you get into a box of Whoppers, and they usually that box, there's like 3 Whoppers in them. Like 3 little rabbit turds. 3 little rabbit turds in there, just little Whoppers. And always one of the 3 is stale. You bite one, it crunches. You bite the other, it crunches. You bite the other one, and it squishes.
It's hollow. It's hollow. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, it's always that case. So that's number 7. Number 6 is the M&Ms, as you mentioned. Now, when you say M&Ms, what do you think of?
That it melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
No. I mean, is it regular peanut or any of those? They got so many different kinds of M&Ms now.
Automatically, I just think of M&M, unless
you're a regular M&M guy.
Yeah.
They do make a coffee M&M, which I actually like. That tastes like a coffee bean. It's almost bitter. It's really good. Really good. Okay. All right. So number 5.
Hold on. Do you know that we went?
Gary just gets up and walks away. Do you know that I have to go to the bathroom? So you can all just sit and wait for me.
We went up to Orlando. We went up to Orlando, and they have an M&M thing, right? An M&M thing or something like that, right? Can you see this?
What is that? No, I can't see what it is. Stop moving it. Stay still. Oh, it looks like is it a mask? Like a Mardi Gras mask?
That's me and Tammy.
I see it now. I see it. It's one of those things where you got to kind of, if you squint and cross your eyes and look in the other direction, you can really see it. No, I see it now. Yes.
Let's be in Tammy.
You and Tammy on an M&M? And you're
on an M&M. No.
And how many are left?
They gave us a whole bag full, but I have 4 left.
You're just eating away your memories, dude.
6 left. I have 6 left.
You're eating your memories. You guys went up there. You had that done. What are you going to do when she comes home tonight and puts the engagement ring on the plate and then swallows it down? It's the same thing. You're eating the memories of that.
I will be standing by her when she goes to the bathroom.
Okay. M&Ms.
Did not cost as much as a bag of M&Ms.
M&Ms. All right. Number 5, Starburst. Starburst. Is that what they are? Starburst?
Yeah, they got the little ones with 2 of them in there.
Yeah. It takes more time. Have you ever tried to unwrap a Starburst? What the hell kind of glue do they use on that wrapper? You just got your little nails and you're trying to dig in there and you're trying to I mean, I've gone as far as been so just desperate. I just put it in my mouth and figure the paper will pass. just chew right through it.
The wax under your nails. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Number 4 is Twix.
Okay.
Twix. I'm not a fan. Is it a candy bar? Is it a cookie? What is it? It confuses me. I don't know. I don't like it.
Too many different Twixes.
One of my all-time favorites is number 3, Butterfingers.
Butterfingers, yeah.
They are so good.
But when they're stale, they're horrible.
Oh no. You just put those in a jar with the Milk Duds or the Whoppers and save those for guests. Put some candy out for you. Number 2 is Kit Kat bar.
And Milk Duds are nowhere near there, huh?
No, there's no Milk Duds on the top. Not even in the top 25 do we see Milk Duds. Some honorable mentions that I'll tell you. I'll give you some honorable mentions because we talked about the top 15. Tootsie Rolls are at 17.
Wow, Tootsie Rolls. We got somebody mentioned Tootsie Rolls.
19 and 20 are Heath Bars and Milky Ways. Pop Rocks are number 18. Pop Rocks are still out there? I didn't even know they even sold those anymore. Sour Patch Kids are in the high 20s. Oh, Rolos and Milk Duds in the same category at number 22.
Wow.
And number 23, the dreaded, awful, horrible candy corn is at number 23. Candy corn.
Somebody said candy corn.
Yeah. Twizzlers all the way at number 26. Three Musketeers, gum. Now, here's one at 30. At 30, money.
Money, yeah.
Not candy money.
Well,
money. When
people leave in my bag.
Oh, you know what? You know what the trade value for money is, though? It's number 1. It's number 1. I said money is like number 30 on the popularity list, but the trade value on money is number 1. Because you can buy anything with money.
Yeah, but they give you like nothing, you know? I remember when I was a kid, they threw pennies in the bag. I said, that's a bag with pennies in it, you know? I mean, give me $1. Give me $1. Knock on the door. Give me $1.
Pennies don't do anything but let people know where you're walking because your bag jingles. What the hell are you going to do with pennies?
They keep your pockets from, they make your pants fall down. Hello, Christina. Christina is on with us. I think it's the first time she's seen the show.
So,
Lance Brown.
Hey, Lance, what's going on? Candy corn was not always called candy corn, by the way. When it was first started selling, it was called chicken feed. Chicken feed, and then they changed the name to candy corn. And it didn't help.
That I remember. Pixie Stix. Frank Durso said Pixie Stix.
Pixie Stix. All right. The most popular.
Never gotten those in Halloween. Never got Pixie Stix. I think they break too easily and they get all over the bed.
Yeah, I mean it's just sugar. It's just like a thing of sugar. You know?
Yeah.
By the way, Skittles is, even though it wasn't the top of the list on the giveaways, but overall they're the number 1 candy in the country. They sell more Skittles than any other candy. But I think Skittles are everyday stuff, and people don't look at it like Halloween. They'll buy them, but they buy them every day anyway. So that's why
they got those little packets of Skittles.
Yeah. Taste the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
Taste the rainbow. They're very contagious, Skittles.
Edie's here with us. Hi, Edie. All right. By the way, if you want to know the top 5 costumes for adults this year, nothing special, people. It's a witch, a vampire, a cat, Batman, or a ghost. Those are the top.
The ghost is for cheap people.
The what?
The ghost is for cheap people.
Oh, okay. All right.
So people just get an old sheet and cut a hole in it.
Yeah, I know. But you know what? Ghosts don't really wear sheets. They wear whatever clothes I mean, you watch any good scary movie, whatever clothes they died in, that's what they wear. It's not like, you know, I've never seen like a real horror film where it's like the ghost has like, you know, some Ralph Lauren sheets on him with eyes cut out. You know, it's not. But in the movies, in the scary movies, the ghost is always wearing whatever clothes they died in and were buried in. That's what the ghost wears. So the truth is, you can go trick-or-treating door to door wearing your regular clothes and just say, this is what I died in.
I'm a ghost.
I'm a ghost. Boo. Boo.
Is that what ghosts say? Do ghosts say boo?
No, that's not what they're saying. You know what they're saying?
What?
You got to remember, ghosts have been dead for hundreds of years.
Yep.
They're walking around the house and they're seeing big screen TVs and instant on lighting and everything and all this the stuff. They're seeing like these big coffee stations and Keurigs. So they're not saying boo. They're walking around your house going ooh, ooh.
So it's ooh, not boo.
Ooh, look at lights.
Well, that's
look at lights. Come on, like magic. Ooh. What's it? Ooh, they got a clapper. Ooh.
Ooh.
There's no modern ghost. A modern ghost would sneak up to you in your bed and say, "What's your Wi-Fi password?"
Yeah. Sick your bed. What's your Wi-Fi password?
You wake up in the middle of the night, there's somebody standing in the corner texting. That's the modern ghost.
Right? Yep.
We don't get those.
David wants to know if you ever saw a ghost. Do you ever see a ghost? I've never seen a ghost, so I have to see a ghost to be able to believe in them. Have you ever seen a ghost?
Yes.
It's a simple question.
It's not a simple question.
Seen a ghost?
It's not a simple question. It's not a simple question. I believe in energy. I believe in that that there's always some spiritual energy and different things around us. And I think I've actually experienced maybe feeling it more than seeing it. But yeah, I've had some experiences that tell me that there's no reason why energy cannot be flowing through and beyond us and past us and all around us. And no, David, none of those energy sightings I had sheets on. No, unfortunately, they did not.
No
It'd
sheets.
be much easier to see. If they're really ghosts and they want to hide, why would you put on a bright white sheet at night? Why wouldn't they dress? If a ghost really wanted to be ghosty, don't you think they put on black sheets so they'll fade into the darkness better? Or camouflage?
I don't think he ever asked you if you saw a white sheet. He asked if you saw
just did.
Ghost.
He said wearing white sheets or not.
Oh. Wearing sheets. No, he said wearing sheets or not. Maybe.
Peter goes right to the always go to the song lyrics. We're spirits in the material world. Yeah, I think you and Madonna are right there, Pete. All right. So we all go a little mad sometimes. I'm going to give it away because we're getting down towards the end of our show. Gary's got things to do this afternoon, and and I've got naps to take, and I got work to do too. We all go a little mad sometimes. Famous line from two movies. One Psycho.
Nobody came up with the other one.
One Psycho, the other one Scream. The movie Scream. And Skeet Ulrich, when he was caught as being the killer, and he just walked right up to his girlfriend and says, "We all go a little mad sometimes," and that was his whole explanation for why he became a killer. It was really cool. His killing spree was inspired by movies. That's why. So that's why he used that line.
Skeet, man, he's a poor man, Johnny Depp. The poor man's Johnny Depp.
Yeah, Johnny Depp bought an island. Did you know he bought an island?
Yes, I did.
Why? Where do you put it?
In your kitchen.
Yeah. That was quick. All right.
He needed an island because he needed a place to park his yacht.
We are not going to be doing curiosities this week, and I'm going to explain why.
Bye. I'm off. I tune in for the curiosities.
We're not having curiosities this week because there's something I'd rather do that I think is a little more important, but we'll get to that in a minute. I just want to say, if you're looking for a scary movie between now and next Sunday, a week from now, for Halloween, do you have I know you don't watch scary movies. Do you have a favorite one, Gary?
Scary movies?
Yeah. Do you have any that you like?
I think the only scary movie that I really cared for was The Shining.
All right. The Shining. Excuse me. And remarkably, The Shining was not supposed to be a horror movie as much as it was written about alcoholism. Stephen King wrote that book. Stephen King's been sober for a long time. He wrote that book about the traumas and the DTs and the delirious tremens and all the things that people go through when they're detoxing off of alcohol. And all of these visions and all the things that happened to him were things that happened because he was detoxing. And he was alone, and then he went a little mad. You know, we all go a little mad sometimes. But that's what happened.
Hey.
And now he did put some spiritual and some like spirit elements into it. But the truth is, the bottom line with that was that it was about alcoholism. And he was upset that people didn't get that because the movie played so much on the supernatural. Excuse me, the supernatural. But it was still a great film. You're right. Jack Nicholson, how could, you know, I'm not going to hit you. I'm not going to hit you. I'm just going to bash your head in. I love that. Here's Johnny.
And things that only Nicholson can say with that kind of.
Yeah. And Shelley Duvall, even at the beginning of the movie when they were happy before everybody went crazy, she still freaked me out. I don't know what it is about her. I think it's because I saw her play Olive Oil, and since then I cannot think of anything else. She was in that Popeye movie, and you know, I'm just looking and I'm like, well, how'd your feet get smaller? I just, you know, I couldn't get past it. But no, that's
anyway, one thing we didn't mention was why are we here today? You want to talk about ATC?
That's a perfect because like I said, The Shining is about coming down off of alcohol and drug addiction, and the things that can happen to your brain and your body. And the reason that Live Out Loud exists, the reason that Gary and I are work together with Karen and everything else is because ATC brings us all together. We all are working towards one cause. ATC is Karen and myself and Gary, and we got others people out there constantly joining up and helping us to spread the word, get more boots on the ground, and help more people who are suffering from addiction and alcoholism, and yes, even mental health issues. There are so many people that have been suffering, especially over this last year and a half, with COVID, with the isolation, with the loss of work, with the a lot of treatment centers had to close down for periods of time because of the COVID epidemic, and people weren't getting treatment the way they were, and more people were dying day after day after day from something that doesn't have to kill them, something that can be arrested by simply getting somebody to help you. That's what we're talking about. Addiction Training Center, or you can find out more about us at atceducation.com. That's atceducation.com. If you wanted to become a member of our network of people that are trying to make a difference in our communities, in our families, in our workplaces, and in our lives, call Karen, 786-514-0893, 786-514-0893. Give her a call. Let her know that you want to join our team, become a certified event interventionist. It is a national certification. We are certified not only through NADAC, but also by the Florida Certification Board now. So we are gaining credibility. We're gaining ground. We are getting out there.
The ever growing. I mean, it's really starting to kick off. It's doing great, and it's worthwhile.
It's worthwhile because the problem is ever growing.
You can touch people's lives.
The problem's ever growing, Gary. The problem has not gone away. They did a war on drugs. They tried campaigns. They tried this. They tried that. Here's the bottom line. The only way anybody ever gets help is when someone else reaches out their hand to help them. Isn't that right, Gary?
Yep. And you're not being a creep. The only thing that you are doing is saving somebody's life.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're tired of, I'm tired of it. I know Gary's tired. I know Karen's tired. We're tired of getting these calls that people have lost their battle. They've lost the battle with addiction. They've died. We've lost them, or they have gotten themselves into so much distress and trouble that coming back is almost impossible. We're tired of hearing that. We want to help everybody that we can.
It's not just a matter of ODing. I mean, there's a guy that I know that.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Now those boogers are holy. Go ahead.
There's a guy that I was working with at FHE that was that wrote this great tune, and we made a video of it. And he didn't get a chance to make a video to himself to keep him off. But a week after he left, he didn't OD. He was driving drunk and went into a building. You know, you could die. Tomorrow's not promised to anybody, but it's a lot sooner if you're using, if you're drinking, and you can't stop. This is what this is all about.
Absolutely. It is what it's all about. And you don't know who it's going to affect in your life. You don't know where it's going to come from. But be prepared to help people. So, again, ATC education. What?
Save somebody's life.
Save somebody's life. Try. Just try. The days of us saying somebody else will take care of it are over. There was a 70% increase in opioid-related deaths in Oregon during the epidemic. 70% increase. Every life lost is somebody's mother, father, brother, sister, son or daughter, husband or wife. Everybody is somebody who is lost. Losing one person to addiction is one person too many. And the solution is as simple as paying attention to each other, caring about each other, learning how to interact with these people and help them. And if you know someone who needs help and they're ready to get help or you yourself are concerned about getting help and need a place to go, give us a call, 786-514-0893. Talk to Karen. Karen will help you out.
Take this
Karen
course.
will help you out.
Take this course.
Take the course, become part of the solution, and stop being part of the problem. And the problem is us turning our heads away from it. That is the problem. The problem is not that we're selling drugs on the street. That doesn't make you part of the problem. Obviously, you are part of the problem, but that's not what I'm talking. I'm talking about when we turn our heads and pretend it doesn't exist, that makes us part of the problem. Nothing feeds addiction more than ignorance. We can't do that anymore.
Right.
And that is what now Janet did make a statement. I know she's telling a little joke. She says she has an addiction to the show. And that's one addiction we can't cure.
But you need help.
She needs help. She needs to listen to more of our shows.
John, after I sneezed, he said, wow, my screen is soaked.
That is just, thank you for turning that way. If you turned that way, you would have got me.
He's a funny guy. And he will be playing bass tonight with Wolfpack.
Oh, definitely. Excellent,
Okay,
John.
so your list.
Excellent. All right, so I'm just going to give you a few movies because we've got to wrap up the show in a few minutes. Number one, anyone want to take a guess at number one, all-time greatest horror movie?
Psycho.
Nope. The Exorcist.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Have you ever sat through it?
A bunch of times.
Yeah. And it creeps me out every time. The special effects are really not that good by today's standards. Some of the script is not that good. Some of the acting's not even that good. But boy, that's a scary movie. And I think 90% of that scariness is that damn music. That Exorcist music, the theme. You hear that piano? Oh,
yeah.
Man.
But you know what else makes that movie so scary is the lack of music in it.
Yeah.
Very quiet.
It's very pointed where they put it. And then it's like there's a lot of silent moments. You're absolutely right, Gary. They don't just fill it with stuff. They give you that silence, and it's almost like unnerving, right?
Right? And something happens. I remember there's a time where the Exorcist first comes in the door, and they're just looking at each other, and then you hear, ah! Like that. I remember I jumped out of my skin. I was just like, whoa! Oh!
I got to tell you, that was a very good imitation. That was really
good. Like Pee Wee Herman. No!
Tootsie Roll.
Scared me. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so let me give you the top movies for Halloween. If you guys want to have a Halloween movie fest, so number one is The Exorcist. Number two, It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown is number two on the list for Halloween must-sees. Yeah, Errol Carver lets us know it's Tubular Bells is the name of the music that plays during the
Tubular Bells, yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Oldfield.
Yeah. I don't watch Charlie Brown movies. I know it's number 2, but it's scary. They're scary. Hello, Tammy. Oh, hi, Mrs. Smushy Cheeks.
Yes,
Smoochy. Okay, so it's a great pumpkin, Charlie Brown. That freaks me out because I don't like the way their feet move when they walk and their arms don't move when they walk, and it's very creepy.
Which one?
Any Charlie Brown movies, any Charlie Browns are scary.
Yeah. Their arms don't move. Okay,
number 3 is The Omen, which was back in 1976. Gregory Peck, I think, was in that. It's kind of creepy, not as scary as some of the other ones, but it's okay. Number 4 is Psycho.
Right.
Number 5, I don't know why this is on the list, and this is Internet Movie Database. Based on what people watch, they track it. Hocus Pocus. The one with Bette Midler and...
Yeah, but that's not a scary movie. It's a Halloween movie.
It's a Halloween movie, but that's what these are, Halloween movies. So, but it's not even... it is scary that somebody would actually pay money to produce a movie like that. That's what's scary.
Yeah.
Silence of the Lambs.
That was spooky.
That was all Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
He was so good in that film.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, so we got Silence of the Lambs. Nightmare on Elm Street. Talk about Johnny Depp. That was his first movie. Yeah. He was the one who lied on bed and then bled. That was pretty much what he did.
To a waterbed.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Number 8, Carrie, the original Carrie.
Yeah.
Again, another Stephen King novel. Very, very creepy. Number 9, Sleepy Hollow from 1999. I've never seen it, never heard of it.
Oh, that's with Johnny also.
That's Johnny Depp too?
Yep.
Jeez. Wow. Number 10, The Shining. Yay! The Shining. Come play with us, Danny. The twins. That was creepy.
Forever and ever
and ever. And the woman getting out of the bathtub and then becoming like really like old and creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 11, The Addams Family. I know. I don't. Yeah. Poltergeist is on the list. Number 12. Remember the old Poltergeist? They're here. They all got catchphrases to them. Nightmare Before Christmas. I never saw it. That's Tim Burton's.
Interesting movie.
Okay. Now, if you really want to have like a night, go back and you can probably get this on Netflix or somewhere or some pod thing or internet. Nosferatu from 1922. The original Dracula.
Vampire?
Yes.
The pointy ears? Yeah.
Yeah.
Freaky guy.
Then there's Halloween for Halloween. Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis, 1978.
Yep.
And if you want to know what Halloween is about from 1978, a guy puts on a mask and he stands in different places in the neighborhood and they play creepy music. That's pretty much the whole movie right there.
Yeah. Those are just scary, crazy movies. Wow.
Yeah. Do you remember the mask that Michael Myers wore in Halloween?
Yes.
The white mask?
Yeah.
Do you know what mask that was? That was a real Halloween mask.
Oh, was it?
That they painted white. So when John Carpenter made this film, he went to the store and bought this mask, brought it back and messed up the hair and painted the mask white. Do you know who that mask was?
No.
William Shatner.
Really?
It was a mask of William Shatner, Captain Kirk. That's where they got that mask from. Okay, and the last one.
What's that?
All right, let me end with I'll throw a few in there. Rosemary's Baby. That's a good scary movie. Young Frankenstein. That's a must see.
That's a great Halloween movie.
Yes, that's what Monty Python wanted to be, but they never made it. That's Mel Brooks, which is real laughter. That's Mel Brooks. Monty Python or Young Frankenstein, not Monty Python.
I told him you watched Life of Brian.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Tammy. You'll never get that time back.
I know. I don't even remember any of it. Like literally, I can picture it at all.
Well, yes, Monty Python, great for people who are ready to slip into a coma. Come on and watch. All right. And then there's movies like Scream and different things like that. Night of the Living Dead, the original.
No, Scream was pretty much comedy.
Which one?
What?
Huh?
Is she leaving it?
Yeah, high and by.
Where?
Herbie's thing.
Oh,
Herbie's
okay.
dedication.
All right, yay. Go.
All right.
All right.
Wait, hold on, folks.
This is what happens when we do shows from home. We get to participate in a little piece of Gary's life.
I love you.
This is what it looks like every day. Tammy goes off to work. Tammy goes off to do things and to live a life. And then she brings ramen noodles home to Gary. Oh, wait, what are you eating? Did she bring you food? And you're going to eat on our show?
No.
Wow. Okay.
No. Not me.
Gary, now we've got, again, once again, just want to let everybody know, tonight, 7 to 11 at Galuppi's. Be there for the return of the Wolfpack. I know they've done a show or two, but this is like their real kind of like real return to their real fans. This is back to their fan base, back to the people who love them, and we all count among those. So I encourage you to come out tonight, check out the Wolfpack. And again, 7 to 11 at Galuppi's. That's on the Pompano Golf Course. If you're looking for where Galuppi's is, really easy to get to. It's really just not more than like 20 minutes from almost anywhere that you're watching this. So please check that out.
From anywhere.
Yeah. Again, a reminder: if you or someone you know needs help, give us a call at Addiction Training Center. You can talk to Karen directly at 786-514-0893. Or you can go to atceducation.com and check out all of our services and maybe sign up so you can get trained to become a certified event interventionist and go out there and start helping people become part of the solution. And I also want to, instead of doing the Scott's Curiosities, which I'll be back with next show, I'll be back with Scott's Curiosities. This show, I wanted to just give a plea. This is kind of like a quick commentary. This is a quick plea. We have spent the last year and a half, actually more than that, being cloistered, being hidden from our neighbors, hidden from our friends. Our children have not been out playing. The world has changed. And we are now coming back. And this Halloween, next week, is a great opportunity for us to really say we're back and we're happy to be back. Go out, walk with your kids. Talk with your neighbors, meet people on the street. Let's bring this back to the friendly place that it used to be. I mean, when I'm saying a friendly place, I'm talking about the United States of America. It used to be Halloween was a family deal, and everybody would go out together, and they would walk together, and they'd meet their neighbors and talk to their neighbors, and they would do all that stuff. And then it became this thing about just sending the kids out and staying cloistered and not opening your door and giving candy to people. It's not about giving candy. It's about connecting with people. And we need to do that. We've lost that. We've lost so much time. And our children have become desensitized to this. They have watched us pull away and start to get so involved in our computers and our electronics and just less interaction with others. And think about this. Maybe we give a little bit more than we used to give. Maybe this is the time when we know we have an older couple in the neighborhood or somebody who doesn't, maybe they're just not well enough to go out and give candy to the kids, and maybe take your kids over and trick or treat and drop them a little candy, give them a little something, give them a little treat just for being around. It's about a time to show kindness, have some fun, have a great time, trick or treat, eat some candy, meet some people, put on the costumes, have a ball. But please, it's time for us to start turning this thing around and being friendly, being open, and just showing up. I want to see the streets flooded with families this year. I want to see people all out and about saying, we will not be shut down by COVID. We will not be shut down by the coronavirus. We will not go gently into that good night. We will fight and scream, and we will conquer it. We will be better people for it. That's what I would like for this Halloween.
Very cool.
I just really, I think it's important, right, Gary?
Yeah, I mean, Halloween is a family. It's the scary holiday, but it's a family holiday.
Yeah, it's a family holiday, and we can do so much. Go get a pumpkin and carve a pumpkin. If you're not into carving, then you can paint a pumpkin. If you're not into that, go get some Sharpies and draw on a pumpkin. And if you don't have a pumpkin, then use one of your kids' heads, but don't carve those. Paint pictures of pumpkins and just have some fun. I almost was going to cancel Halloween this year because I'm going to be out of town and I'm not going to be able to come back and do the full scale thing that I usually like to do. I will be back. But I will be back in time to do Scott's Discotheque, which is exactly what we're going to have at my house. The entire side of the house is going to be covered in silver tinsel with every one of my DJ lights aimed at it, shining in every direction with smoke and tons of music. So it's just going to be Scott's Disco. What?
You're going to have a movie playing?
No, I'm not going to do the movie thing this year. Just because I don't have a lot of time to do the setup that I want because when I get back and then I got other things to do. But I want to participate. I want to see the families out there. I want to see people light up and have fun. It's hard for me to preach it and then sit in my house and say I'm not going to do it.
Right. I
want to be out there for that. So
right, good. That's something that we would be missing this year. But we got to go.
Oh,
we got a lot of stuff to do.
You got to go. Last thing, make sure you go see our friends at Crazy Bad Costumes, Karen and Keith. Go see them. Tell them Gary and I said, get a costume for me. Help me out. They're going to help you out. And they're right in Fort Lauderdale. Crazy Bad Costumes. And Gary, what are you going to be for Halloween this year? We're going to end it on that.
I am going to, for Halloween. I'm going to be a rabbi and Tammy is going to be a nun.
Nice. You just want a chance to sin. That's all you want. And show people your shirt. That is the best shirt you've worn on our show yet. Still pissed at Yoko. Best shirt ever worn on this show. All right. With that, I want to thank everybody for joining us. You guys are always we are so blessed and so happy to have you guys following us and sharing us with your friends. Make sure that you like us and share on our Facebook page and go out to see the Wolfpack tonight and have a good time.
Yeah. And tell people about us when we come on, not next week, but the week after. When I send a notice, share it with people. Get them on. Let's get them on. Let's put Live Out Loud podcast out there so people can hear it. Save some lives.
Let's do it. Gary, what?
Save some lives and have some fun.
Absolutely. All right. This is Live Out Loud podcast. You've been watching us right here on the ATC Network on YouTube, Facebook, Live Out Loud podcast, ATC Network on Facebook, and, of course, Scott and Gary's pages. I want to thank everybody for joining us. For now, I'm Scott.
I'm Gary.
And you all just have a great time. Go hear some music and enjoy your Halloween.
Enjoy your Halloween. Be nice to people, and we'll see you tonight.